Oh, you just pressed play on This Week with Drunk Astrology. My name is Breitenstein. I'm your astrologer and the creator of Drunk Astrology. If you're looking for someone to make astrology make sense to you and for you, well, my friend, you have come to the right place. Here on this podcast, we discuss the weekly cosmic weather. And when we break it down, we break it down. I believe that astrology can be used as a tool to inform your daily decisions and enhance your day-to-day life. So if you're ready to have a hell of a lot of fun with astrology, make some strategic decisions, and to just keep it real, well, that journey starts right now. Yeah da 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 da, za da da dun da 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 da, ay dun dun da 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 da, da doom da ba dee 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 dee, ay. Happy week, folks! Welcome to the podcast for the week of January 23rd through the 29th, 2023. The first thing that I just want to scream from the mountaintops is that we are in a retrograde free zone. Hey, get the free zone, get the free zone, hit the hit the retrograde free zone. That is probably some of the best news that I can partake from me to you in this podcast is that now we are full steam friggin' ahead for the next 3 months. This is a very rare patch of time. So I am just going to say, go ahead and press go and push on that accelerator, because now the next 3 months, it is all about thinking last, acting first. Okay, we will have time for the rest of the year as planets float in and out of their retrogrades to revise, to clean up. Right now, it is about saying, what am I most ambitious about? Press go on that. Take the first step, okay? This is the thing that even me, okay? I do this work, and as a, Virgo, I have that mindset of I get inundated by the details, but I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to encourage myself by encouraging you to say, don't get overwhelmed by the big picture. What's the first step? Look at that vision board. Those of you that have made your vision boards, and we've been talking about them in readings, those of you that have those vision boards, take a look at each single category. There's children and creativity, there's travel, there's relationship, there's fame and reputation, there's health, there's family. There are all different there's all different categories, and each one, whatever you're manifesting for yourself in those categories, this week, let's look at what's my first step. So in the health zone, am I going to start a new program? I think that's what I'm going to do to get back that 2020 body. Now, I'm not saying 2020 like we're in COVID, because then that's where things went awry. But that July 2020 body, that's that body, okay? And ironically enough, I didn't think that was all that great. And now I'm looking back what the hell was wrong with you? But so my first step, daily little action, my first step is to choose a program or just commit to 30 minutes on the Peloton and a 15-minute core workout, something like that. But I'm giving you mine to kind of inspire you for yours. Okay, travel. Well, maybe my first step, I think everybody's I want to go see the world. I think for the most part, I think people have this a desire to travel somewhere or to experience something new. And that can be a great lofty idea. But now let's say my first step is to decide, where do I want to go this year? Where do I see myself going this year? Why don't I do some research? Let me look at how much is a flight to Greece. Greece has been on my wish list for a while, but then all the work that I was doing prior to the pandemic, every year it was just I didn't see it being possible because I was working so much and I was busy, and there's a whole layer of that. But now it's okay, what's necessary to make Greece a reality? And then my first step is just to research how much are tickets. Okay, now once I know how much a ticket is, I can kind of gauge this is the amount of money I need to set aside in order to make a trip with me and my man going to Greece. Okay, done. Now that's my first step. Cool. Fame and reputation. I already know that growing this podcast, I cannot believe that this. I didn't say this on the podcast. I posted it on Instagram last week. This podcast has ranked in the top 25% of all the podcasts on this platform. So, kind of amazing. We're right now at about, I think we're just under 1,200 downloads per month, which is amazing. And I am so thankful to all of you that tune in. And now I'm getting to meet more of you through readings. And it's amazing. So now I have a goal of 10,000 downloads per month by the end of this year. So that's a big goal, but I'm putting a picture of, in my fame and reputation zone and on my vision board, I'm going to layer. So I have a professional headshot of myself up there right now, but I'm actually going to put underneath that the cover art for this podcast, which you may or may not have noticed that it's a new cover. Because yours truly decided season 3, which is what we're in, every single year is a new season. Season 3 needed a new vibe. It needed this bam, bam, that new, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving you examples, okay? But this is now the time to start to do that first step. Just take your first step and keep going, right? They can be micro steps. Every single day, right? Because you just want to be able to look at that vision board. And if you're someone that made it and you have it as your phone background like I do, every single day you can look at that and say, did I take a micro step? Did I do one thing that inches me closer to making this vision come to life? That's the goal, and that's what we're really working on. Now, this week, the overall vibe is it's a pretty nice week. We don't have that many aspects. We have Venus entering Pisces, which is like love gets rose-colored glasses. Romance comes into the picture now that the love goddess herself jumps out of the Aquarian air and leaps and deep dives into the Piscean Sea, where she just gets so lovey-dovey and romantic. Now, the other side of that is, kind of staying too long in fantasy land, needing to come back to reality, needing to to take off the rose-colored glasses, even just for a second to kind of get your bearings and go, oh, okay, now I can put them back on. So this week, your horoscopes are going to come in the form of where Venus entering Pisces, where you need to be cautious of the rose-colored glasses. I'll do all 12 signs in just a second. Then, now that we are in this retrograde free zone, Mercury is going to make his third and final aspects, two of them, two different aspects. His third one, now he's in this cosmic cleanup zone. So we are now, Mars and Mercury both are going to be cleaning themselves up after their retrogrades. Mars won't get out of his shadow until mid-March. Mercury on February 7th. And then cosmic cleanup is done, and then we're moving on. Okay, we're already moving forward, but after that, when each of these planets clear their shadows, we're moving on from that energy. Like, oh, okay, great, done. Thank you. I'm sayonara. We have a Taurus quarter moon, which could bring some relationship stress. It could bring some, a little kerfuffles around the house, work, finances, money. There could be, that's on Saturday. But other than those, we have some nice aspects peppered in. The moons are relatively nice, right? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so before the weekend, we have a little bit of a yink. But then everything else it's a really nice week. So before we get into your Venus and Pisces horoscope, a little news board items. I want to remind you that you can now split payments. So if you want to get a reading from me, if you want the yearly reading, which they are just, oh my gosh, when I tell you, seeing the excitement and the happiness on my clients' faces when they get their PDF booklet, each client it's pretty much averaging to be about 20 pages, but it is full of custom dates and horoscopes specifically for you this year. Travel dates, career dates, love dates. What's the last one? Money. Those dates, and I have all the new moons and full moons written out. I have detail. Hello, you're talking to a 5-time Virgo here. I have been very detailed, and each PDF is different. Every single client, it is a customized reading. And then we do the 40-plus card oracle spread that I pre-record, and I give you messages for the whole year, and then every single month gets 3 cards. Overall energy, action needed that month, and the outcome of taking that action. It is just this is like my favorite specialty reading. My one-on-ones I love, period, But all of this to say, you can split your payments now thanks to PayPal. So if you want to get a reading and the price tag is like, that's a little high, Graham. Listen, I get it. Times are crazy. Things are rough. But if you really want to get a reading and payment is what is stopping you, PayPal has so many different options. You can split them into 4 payments. You can get a PayPal credit line. This is what I personally have, and how I have been paying for like big ticket items. And you can pay it off in 6 months, 0% interest. You can, I saw one client they're paying off over 2 years. So it's like $25 a month to pay off for her reading. So I'm just saying, you have so many options now. And my God, like, what a lifesaver. And I've been meeting, ever since I announced this on the newsletter, I've been meeting so many more of you. And it is so, y'all have no idea how much this work warms my heart and my soul and my spirit. And I know from my chart and just in my body and in my spirit that I am here to serve. And in this way, it just, man, there's nothing more rewarding. So I'm just letting you know that. And I believe, is that it? Retro Grapefruit Zone. Talked about it. Happy Lunar New Year. I've had my first in-person manifestation event this past weekend in the garden at Tansy. Can you see and can you feel and hear that energy switching? Like, oh my gosh. I hosted online manifestation events all of 2020. Did a couple in 2021. And then 2022, I think I did one. I think I did 1 or 2. But the in-person vibe, man, it's like, oh, snap. So if you're in the SoCal area, that event's already done. But if you are in or around the Long Beach area, I'm going to be at Fourth Fridays at the Hangout. It's a store that carries my candles and my body oils that I make for all 12 signs. But I'm going to be there doing card readings. So if you're in around the Long Beach area, come check me out. I'm going to be there. All right, let's talk about Venus in Pisces for all 12 signs. Since we're actually talking about Pisces, let's start with the water signs. We're going to end with, I'll work my way backwards. So we're going to go water signs, air, earth, fire. So fire, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to go last this time. Most of the fire signs are always used to going first. Not this time. So for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, Venus is coming in just like giving you that extra like magnetism, giving you that extra like pizzazz, getting a little pep in your step. You're going to be hard to resist while Venus is in Pisces. And she's going to be in this sign until February 19th. So Valentine's Day actually might be romantic this year. We also have a Venus-Neptune conjunction on the 15th, which blankets over the kind of like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So Valentine's Day might actually be romantic this year. It's always weird that Valentine's Day falls in Aquarius season, where it's more chilly and detached. Community-based, like I get the Galentines, I get, friends doing Valentine's things together because that's really Aquarian energy. But when it comes to like Love. I'm like, this is like, it's a little bit of a stretch, but we'll go for it. This year especially, we're going to go for it. But water signs, Cancer's like, it's about, like, Venus is going to just kind of like draw you towards your vision. If you didn't make a vision board, this is a great time to just, you're a little late to the party. But my link still works. Like, you can still go look at the vision board, screen cap the template, and then make your own. But it's about your vision. It's about travel. It's about connection with someone from abroad, even, or just kind of like dreaming up, whether you're single or coupled up, kind of like, where do we want to go? Where do we see ourselves going? Just beware the rose-colored glasses. Beware escapism. That's what I will say. Remember, Venus in Pisces has those rose-colored glasses on. So I will say, if you're a Cancer listening to this, beware of, trying to escape something. Lean into anything or any situation that is making you feel like, I got to get out of here, and get to the root of it, right? Scorpio, wow. I mean, just talk about magnetism. Talk about, like, I can't get enough of this sign. You are in the Venus in Pisces is like, is enhancing your self-expression. She is really like saying, look at me. I am Scorpio. I am, can't resist me. That's the vibe. Okay, let's see. Who are my Scorpio celebrities? Tove Lo, if you know her, she's one of my favorite artists, like, ever. Katy Perry is also a Scorpio. Oh gosh, is Willow Smith? Oh gosh, I can't remember. But I know Tove Lo and Katy Perry, but are celebrity Scorpios. So you all just have this, like, this juice to, like, put yourself out there. If you're single, wanting to mingle, put yourself on the apps, take new pictures, post those pictures. You're just going to be irresistible. And Pisces, it's like cosmic spotlight. Venus is like, wow. Yeah, is everybody looking at you like, wow, sexy Pisces. Wow, I just can't get enough of you. I want some of that. I want some of that sauce. Okay, so Pisces, just embrace that, but don't go too far down the me zone, okay? I just want to give you that little warning, right? And Scorpios, that's kind of your warning too, kind of water sign in general. Don't go too far into the me pull, okay? There's also we. There are also others that are affected, right? But enjoy this light, this warmth, this vibrance, because Venus is giving that to you. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it's like you're, like, hard to resist on the work front. It's just like you show up and everyone's like, man, Geminis are ambitious. Wow, did you see what they were able to do? Do you see what they're doing? Did you hear about what they're doing? Wow, this is a great time to make connections at the workplace, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But Gemini, it's like your success rate is going up. You're probably more than likely going to be praised. You could be upping your rates. You could be upping your, maybe get a promotion, maybe get a raise. Libra, the day-to-day is about to get so much sweeter. Maybe you get some help, some assistance, some kind of support. And if that doesn't naturally show up to you, you can ask for it, and it's almost like effortless. Venus is just like, yeah, you need support, just say it, baby. Say it, Libra. Say you need some support. It's going to come to you. You're going to get a yes. You're going to get a yes. And then Aquarius, love and money and beautifying the home. You're also, you can raise those rates if you're like an entrepreneur or you're a freelancer, something like that. Up them rates. And likely it'll be like an easy transition. Or at least until she gets into Aries, and then you start getting feedback, after February 19th. And they go, wait a minute, Aquarius. That rate was not that 2 months ago. And you go, yeah, well, the rose-colored glasses were on, okay? And I got to raise my rates. So, inflation, peace. And also Aquarius, Venus brings this sense of, like a confidence boost, a little like whoosh of self-esteem and worth and value in your interpersonal relationships and in your work dynamics. Take that. That is available to you. I know some Aquarians love to reach out to me like, hey, I'm not feeling that. It's available to you. You either got to tap into it or, I'm just telling you what is available to you. Moving on to the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's your ability to partner. Venus comes and just says like, you magnetize the people that you need, the people that you want, the support group, the support system, the handshakes. You're like an irresistible person to collaborate while Venus is in Pisces. Taurus, your friends. It looks like how can your friends kind of help help your step by step into the next thing, how building the right tribe that supports your vibe. Your hopes, dreams, and manifestations just become like honey dripping from a rainbow. Okay, this is a sweet spot for your manifestations to start coming true. Virgos, hey, relationships, shaking those hands. This is a time where all earth signs, but all earth signs, yeah, really. This is a time for you to be out and about. You shouldn't be going at things alone. You shouldn't be, let me talk to myself. You shouldn't be just staying at home working like you do. Graham, get out there. It'd be a great time to just kind of mix and mingle. Go to a coffee shop, set up shop there and work there all day. Just go out. You are meant to be out and mingling about. Sending emails, making those phone calls, shaking hands, and just kind of saying like, hey, I'm Virgo. I work really, really hard, and I want to work really, really hard with you, for you. I'll share that now, with all of you that haven't yet become my one-on-one clients. Hello, hi. I would love to work with you. Take advantage of that PayPal split payment and come see me. I would love to work hard for you to create your dream life. That needs to be like a radio advertisement. And then Capricorns, your inner circle just gets sweeter. It gets a little bit tighter. It can. Remember, earth signs, the rose-colored glasses you might need to pull them down for a second and go, okay, this is feeling really good, but let me just make sure. Analyze, measure, criticize. Okay. All right. I see the potential for there to be something a little wrong or like a little off, but like I'm gonna take that note and then I'm gonna put my rose-colored glasses back on. So Capricorn, this is like something there for you. Now this could be a really busy time for you, Capricorn. You're gonna have a lot going on with roommates, with people in your neighborhood. Your neighborhood could actually get a little busy. There can be a lot of activities going on. This is, that's fine. Just kind of make sure they're in aligned with whatever's going on around you and within your inner circle. Make sure it aligns, and then on you go. It could be a great time to make a deal, sign a contract. There's no retrogrades, so this is a perfect time to say yes to something or go for something and get a yes. This makes you, this is like Venus in Pisces just gives us this nice glow that's warm. And then last but not least, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, my fire signs. This is like a wonderful time to move through something. Allow an emotional experience to kind of wash over you, right? This is a good cleansing time. If you're one of those fire signs that really resist emotional experiences, if you're really apprehensive about allowing yourself to cry or to emote or to share with someone in a safe space, this is the perfect time. If you're a fire sign listening to this and you're kind of feeling lost, getting an astrology reading is great. Talking to a therapist is great. Seeing a healer, Reiki, psychics, mediums. This is all in your wheelhouse when Venus enters Pisces on Thursday. So Aries, clean from the inside out. Cry it out. Wring it out. Let forgiveness wash over you. Let closure of a situation or a relationship wash over you. End self-sabotaging cycles. Let a wave come through and wash that out. Leos, let Venus in Pisces embrace your dark side, embrace your darker experiences. She's coming and kind of like hugging on you, saying like, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody's got trauma. Everybody's got things that they need to release and express. This is a great time for that. It's also a great time to make investments, but let me tell you, make sure you do your due diligence and research, okay? That's that rose-colored glasses vibe. Whatever you do, for everybody, just, pull down those rose-colored glasses and go, I'm going to measure. Yes, yep, that doesn't seem right. Okay, duly noted. And then put those glasses back on like, yes, I'm in the rose garden. And then last but not least, Sagittarius. I did. Hold on. Sagittarius on the home front. This is a great time to kind of clean through your home space. Your environment affects your external environment, affects your internal environment. Venus in Pisces is warming up the home and saying, get creative around here. Paint a wall, paint a mural. Try something, get chalkboard paint and start writing down recipes that you're going to try every week. Do something like that. Experiment. You are an adventurous sign, a spontaneous sign. So Sag, put that in adventurous spirit within your home, within your environment, okay? This could also sweeten up some emotional stability, could sweeten up, sort of relationships, could sweeten up relationship to parents, but connection, go where you feel the warm fuzzies. Okay, that's your Venus and Pisces horoscopes. Beware the rose-colored glasses. Wear them, but just also be willing to just like pull them down, lift them up for a second, and go, okay, got it. All right, I know the reality, but I'm going to stay in the fantasy, right? I'm going to stay in creative la la land. I'm going to swim in the sea with the mermaids, but I'm also going to have my eye on land. Like, I got it. Not going too far down, but I'm aware of reality, but I am in the fantasy. Okay, let's move on and talk about the moons and the planets, and let's get you on your week. As we start the week, Monday the 23rd, the moon is in Aquarius. It goes void at 2:19 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Adjust for your time zones. With a conjunction to Venus. Very sweet. Love that. That makes the Lunar New Year, the Aquarius new moon from this past weekend, just so sweet and lovey and relationship oriented. Money, desire, everything, attraction. So I hope you manifest it. I hope you finish your vision board, because this is a great attraction energy. The year of the rabbit is also just about having faith that what you want will come to you. Does not mean that there's not hard work involved, but it does mean you can kind of ease up. The rabbit is in between the tiger and the dragon. Tiger and dragon are both active energies. The rabbit is yin. You get to be slow. It just kind of flows to you. There's an effortlessness to this year, and you're going to want to take advantage of this energy, because when the dragon year kicks up in 2024, baby, it's all systems go. The moon enters Pisces on Monday the 23rd at 9:36 a.m. It is in Pisces all of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday the 25th. It goes void at 8:12 a.m. with a sextile to Pluto. Great, creative, processing, spiritual energy moving us forward. The moon enters Aries at 10:48 a.m. on Wednesday. It is in Aries the rest of Wednesday, Thursday, and on Friday it goes void at 1:01 p.m. with a square to Pluto. So Aries is when the moon's in Aries, it's very fierce energy. It is very action-oriented, go, go, go type of energy with a square to Pluto. It makes it contentious. It makes it, a little bit of friction, a little tension, but it's an energy of overcoming. So there is, find Aries in your chart and in that area, and you can find Pluto where he is in your chart, and those two houses are hitting each other at a 90-degree angle and saying, we need to overcome this. What's our plan? Aries is ruled by Mars. God of War needs strategy. Then on Friday, the moon enters Taurus at 3:42 p.m. It is in Taurus all of the rest of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, going void at 9:52 p.m. with a trine to Pluto. Sweet, sweet, sweet. The moon loves being in Taurus. Good food, good company, good experiences, comfortable. We do have the second quarter moon at 7:19 a.m. on Saturday. Look at 8 degrees, 26 minutes of your chart of Taurus, or any of the fixed signs. That's Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. My God, my brain fart. And then if you have anything at or around 8 degrees, 26 minutes, that quarter moon is talking to it. Now, let's just talk about the planets really quickly. On Tuesday, the 24th, Sun has a sextile to Jupiter. That is great, expansive, a boost of abundance, prosperity, optimism. That's at 5:30 p.m. on Tuesday. The 26th, Thursday, Venus enters Pisces at 6:33 p.m. and will be there until February 19th. On Friday, Mercury has his third square to Chiron. Now, this is an energy of overcoming, and this is something that is retrograde. This has been one of the major themes, is overcoming self-doubt, overcoming your trauma story, your wound story, and how that's kicking up in the Capricorn part of your chart, right? I believe we talked about this in one of the previous podcasts in December, where Mercury retrograde was happening in your chart based on your signs. And if not, I can go back. Someone, I'm sure, one of my listeners, you guys can DM me or email me and let me know. But I'm pretty sure I did. But that Capricorn part is fighting against self-doubt, fighting against worth and abandonment and trauma. And so now we're on the other side of the retrograde story. We've already done. We're done with it, right? The pre-retrograde shadow done, retrograde done. Now we're in the post-shadow cleanup. By now, on Friday, you should have this feeling of yes, I can. Yes, I can. And if you don't, I want to encourage you to whatever is on your mind, wherever the doubt is falling on you, that you say to yourself, yes, I can. Look back to December 14th. Look back to January 11th. Those were the other two times that Mercury squared Chiron while in his retrograde story. So just kind of look back to that, and now you're in the overcoming yes I can phase. Then on Sunday, the Sun has a trine to Mars. So here, yes, this is yes energy. This is go energy. This is here I go. Mars is about action, drive, inspiration, motivation, also sex. Sun in Aquarius, trining Mars and Gemini, try something new. Get a little experimental if it's something that's inspiring you in the bedroom. But wherever this falls in your chart, Sun in Aquarius, Mars and Gemini, it's an experimental, yes, I'm going to try this, why not? Then Mercury has his third and final trine to Uranus as part of this retrograde story at 6:16 p.m. Now, this is a great idea. This is inspiration. This is a hit of, oh my gosh, that is a genius idea. Or yes, like, that's really cool. When you have Uranus aspects, you want to have a pen and paper or like a note in your phone. You want to have that like ready because Uranus transits come and then they go really, really fast. Go back to December 17th and January 8th for the other two times that Mercury had his awe-inspiring trines to Uranus. And that's it, folks. This is a really nice week. Again, no retrogrades. It's a flowy week. I hope that you complete your vision board. That's one. And that you're continuing to work with it and to look at it on a daily and say, okay, as long as I make my micro action towards this end goal, then I feel great about my day. And lastly, I hope that you take advantage of the PayPal split payments. It's amazing. I mean, the things that it's helped me do just in my life, get a new set of sheets that don't feel like cardboard. That's actually the biggest thing that I did. I used them last year, my PayPal credit line. I had to use it last year for some business expenses, for the fragrances and things like that. But it's a lifesaver. So I hope you take advantage of it. I cannot wait to meet those of you that I have readings with this week. The yearlies are just Yeah, it's just the best. It's the best. All right, I will see you throughout the week on social media, Instagram. If you're not on the newsletter, make sure you click the link in the show notes and get on the Cosmic News Train. I will talk to you soon. Bye. This is Graham Breitenstein, and you've been listening to This Week with Drunk Astrology. If you want to follow Drunk Astrology, head to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and hit that follow button. And if you want to learn how to put astrology in motion for you, head to drunkastro.com and get on the insider list. If you haven't already, subscribe, rate, and review this podcast on Apple, Spotify, and Google platforms. Tune in next week for yet another opportunity to work in sync with the stars. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.